Hey, what's up guys? It's Kevin and Steve here with Phandroid.com. We're reporting live from Polaroid's booth here at CES 2012. And what you see here, we're looking at an HD 16 megapixel point and shoot camera, but what's unique about this is if you flip it around and unlock it, you'll see that's an Android based camera. So the lock screen right here, you can go home or you can open up your camera. So you'll see right there, we're just looking at your basic Android interface here. You've got different apps and things that you can run. It actually surprisingly does have access to the Android market. So you can use the built-in camera app, or you can download any number of camera apps that are out there on the market. So since this is a camera, let's focus on that for a minute. You'll notice it's kind of complicated to get into photo mode here. What you need to do first is unlock the device, and then once you have it unlocked, you hit the camera on button and you'll get your lens popped out, and then you're ready to shoot the camera. And I'm going to hand it off to Steve there. Can't really operate it with both hands, but you see, and the response time on snapping a shot here.
It's actually got quite of a delay for a phone on a camera on a phone. Now, compared to like a couple of newer devices coming out, it's a really slow compared to that. So let me show you what would happen if you're trying to get a snapshot out of your pocket. The lens closes. No, it's okay, guys. Thanks. No, I'm just going over the phone. Thanks. So we turn it on, then you have to swipe to the camera or hit the camera button on top. About 5 seconds to that point, and then you have to snap an image. So you're talking about like 5 to 10 seconds to get an actual picture of what you're trying to take, and by that time, you're going to miss the shot.
Now, it's not all bad with the camera. It does have some great features that you aren't going to find on any other Android phone. We've got a 3x optical zoom, which is going to let you get in with a much more crystal clear focus on distance shots than what you're going to get with your typical Android phone. It's also got 5x digital zoom for getting in a little extra close, but it does start to get grainy once you hit that digital zoom level.
What you see on a normal, typical Android camera.
Now, if we're looking at the hardware just to see what kind of buttons we have up top here, we're looking at on the side, there's actually a brightness adjustment right here. So you can adjust the brightness very easily for your pictures, and you have your zoom wheel here to go in and out on your zoom there, like we were talking about. And that's the camera button, and that's actually your button to snap pictures. It does do both photo and video. Other buttons, you have your Android buttons down here to operate within the Android operating system, and the standby button on top.
Overall, it's a very outdated design for an Android device, but it's kind of slick design for a camera built with the Android interface.
Yeah, it's definitely a cool concept.
You kind of got outdated buttons here, which is kind of going away. But I'm actually really curious when they come out with the future to compete with like Sony's new camera line that offers better cameras.
But seeing as most people are already replacing their point-and-shoot cameras with their cell phones, this is definitely a trend that is probably going to be appearing in the future. Actually, with this phone, you can sync it up with Polaroid's GL10 instant printer, and that's going to let you print photos directly from the phone right out of there, get your old school kind of Polaroid prints there. But you can also do all the sharing that is common with Android apps, Facebook, Twitter, and all those other things. So it's a very social camera, but it still has that old school Polaroid feel to it.
And one other aspect we forgot to mention was it does have a microphone, which is most likely this right here, and it also has a speaker right here, I believe. And if that's the case, it has Wi-Fi, so you may be able to use this as like a SIP device, possibly with Skype or something like that, since it is connected to the market. Once we get a hands-on unit, we'll give that a shot.
Yeah, no real information on the exact internal specs, but we're guessing it's not as powerful as your everyday dual-core processor kind of smartphone that's out there. So that's a first look at the smart camera powered by Android from Polaroid. Check it out. It'll be coming out soon, hitting markets everywhere.